Hey everyone, it's Natasha Alana. Welcome back to Faith Fit Mom. If you're joining me for the first time, I'm glad to have you. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. That means I'm doing something right, okay? So today I have a very cool topic. I'm gonna be sharing 3 pointers on how to know when it's time for you to move. When is it a good time? When is the best time for you to move out of your current state, your current neighborhood, your current hometown? There's certain feelings, there's certain things that you experience day to day that might have you considering, I wanna move. And you need to start putting things in place and start analyzing like where you're gonna move and how to bring it all together, right? If that's you, you wanna stick around to hear if these 3 pointers relate to you. As you know, or if you don't know, if you're joining me for the first time, I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. I just moved to Houston, Texas a year ago, a little bit over a year ago. And I'm from a neighborhood in Brooklyn called Flatbush, AKA, which has now been coined Little Caribbean. So I grew up with a lot of Caribbean people. I have Caribbean roots. And so that's my culture, that's me. So as I got into my adult years, I started to realize that a lot of people were always complaining about things that they don't have or what they don't got. And they always have excuses for why they can't do something. I don't have enough time. I don't got money for that. I'm broke. I'm tired. You're around people that have like this poverty mindset. They don't have enough money. Or let's say you're running a business and people can't afford your prices, So I was just like tired. Even like you go to work and people around you are complaining about ready to get off work. Oh, they don't make enough money. Oh, they're tired of this job. And it's like, come on. Where are the people who got money, who got time, who live in the moment, who's not always making excuses, where are the people who don't just wake up, go to work, go to church, pay bills? Where are the people who are living, not just existing? I was tired of living around people so toxic, right? So one way that you can know if you're ready to move is you outgrow your environment, okay? If you feel like you've outgrown your environment and you need to be around something different, then it's time to move. You have people that just speak so negative thinking, no vision. And so you're like, dang, like, why? It's just like so depressing. You know what I'm saying? So you want to get out of that. And it's like, your mindset is not there. You have vision. You think positive thoughts. You know that there's more to life than just what you're currently living, right? And traveling is one of the things that I feel and believe wholeheartedly can expose you to different ideas and cultures. It opens up your mind to new things other than your neighborhood and your everyday routine. So if you start to feel like you've outgrown your environment, you've outgrown the people that are around you who are always speaking negative and toxic, it might be time to move, okay? So that's one pointer, outgrowing your environment. Number 2, if you feel stagnant, what do I mean by that? Like you feel like you're not getting ahead. You feel like you're just going through the cycles of life, this routine. You feel like a robot. You feel like you're at work and you only, like every job, you only make but so much. Like you can't really get ahead. You're not really getting far in life. You just feel like you're at this ceiling. Every job you go to, you might make a little bit more, but it's still not enough. So you feel stagnant, you feel trapped. You feel like you're always around crabs in a barrel. Everybody's trying to tear you down, or you're trying to go after something, but somebody's shooting you down with a negative word, or they're trying to pull you down to get ahead. And you experience a lot of that in work. And this is no matter where you live, you'll experience that, right? And so you're just like, where are the genuine, authentic people? Where are the like-minded individuals in this world? And sometimes they're not in your home state. They are not in your neighborhood. Sometimes you got to get out. You got to move. You got to change, So if you feel stagnant, I know I felt very stagnant living in New York. And yes, it's a state with a lot of opportunity. However, there's so many people that a lot of people are applying to the same position, the same job. It's like you're 1 in 10,000, you know? So it's like you have to settle for these mediocre jobs. And then, you know, it's just like, there gotta be more to life than this. So if you're feeling like that, then it might be time to move, okay? Number 3, you have this yearning for change. There's something in your heart, there's something in your mind wrestling like, I need a change, I need more, I know there's something more. I know that this cannot be it. You have this yearning for something new, something different, you know? You start to think and you analyze, right? You sit down and you analyze things. You want to change the scenery. You want to be around like-minded individuals that are uplifting you, that are positive, that are going places, that have vision, okay? You want to change a routine. You're tired of getting up in the morning, going to work, hopping on the train, or getting in your car and going to work. You spend most of your time at work, and then you get home, you're exhausted. You don't even have time or energy to pour into your children or your husband or your family. And weekend comes around, you're doing chores, and you finally have a chance to sit down and put your feet up, and it's just a cycle. And I remember one day walking to work, got off the 6 train, and I was walking up the steps, and you know, I felt like I was a robot just going up the steps. I'm like, I did this yesterday, and I'm going to do it again tomorrow. I'm like, is this all to life? This routine, this cycle, every day, year after year? I'm like, no, it has to be more to life than this. And I didn't want to keep living like that, right? Sometimes a move is different. Sometimes a move can switch things up for you, you know? I grew up in an apartment building, 6 stories. I lived on the 5th floor. And I used to look out the window. And this was like recently throughout the last few years. I would look out the window and I would just sit there and just stare and analyze, and like the same things happening over and over again, year in and year out on this block. You got people playing music across the street, loud music. You got the sirens passing by all day long, police cars. You got the fire engines, the helicopters. You know, you got the guys standing in front of the building, smoking and drinking. I'm like, I don't want to live like this for the rest of my life. I'm like, this can't be it. There has to be more. And I would say to myself, one day this is not going to be my view for the rest of my life. There's going to be a change. I know that. Deep down inside my heart, I just knew that this is not going to be it. I'm not going to look out the window and this is going to be my view. One day this is going to be a different scene. And I'm so glad to say that I'm living in my change. I'm a living testimony that God made it and saw fit for me. He saw the desires in my heart, and he saw that I was going to take the faith action to allow me to, you know, make this move. And so I'm so glad to say that I don't have the same view anymore, you know, because I stepped out on faith. So I just want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to step out your comfort zone. And we hear that a lot. It sounds like a cliche now because it's so oftenly used, but step out of your comfort zone. Pray to God, ask God for wisdom to show you if it's time for you to move and where to move to. It may not be a drastic move like me to Texas, but it might be more drastic. It might be to another country, Africa, Thailand, you know, China. It may be something drastic. You just don't know where God is going to lead you. So you want to pray to God for confirmation, for God to show you where you need to go. Confirmation is key. Make sure you listen and stay in tune to what God is showing you and what he is sharing with you. Starve your fears and stop letting those fears hold you back from something that you're yearning for, you're longing for, okay? And trust that God is going to show you every step of the way in your move to go. He's already equipped you with everything that you need to make the move. He's not going to fail you. He's not going to leave or forsake you. When I sit back and I look at, I'm like, God, I thank you for my apartment. I thank you for the means of allowing me to pay rent and pay my bills, even though I don't work a full-time job. So, I mean, if you're scared, imagine me. Imagine me. God provided for me because I trust him, you know, and you have to do that. You may not know exactly where you're going to get the money from or how you're going to furnish your apartment, if you're going to have a job. You don't know unless you take that first step, and then God is going to give you the next set of instructions. Okay. But you got to trust him. You got to believe that he is going to equip you with everything that you need, because you not listening to his voice, you're saying, God, I don't trust you. I don't believe that you could do it. Even though I call myself a Christian, I still don't believe you. I trust my fears more than I trust you. That's what you're saying. So step out on faith, okay? Step out on faith and do what is burning inside your heart. Pray about it and ask God for wisdom. And that's what I did. I said, God, I need wisdom now because I don't know. I don't want to make the wrong decision. So I need you to show me the way. Be the lamp to my feet and the light to my path. I asked him that, and he's doing it every single day. Don't live a mediocre life. Know that there is more for you than your current situation. So if you have a yearning to move, believe that and ask God to show you where to move, when to move, how to move. Well, he may not show you how, but then he will, because he showed me how. He said, okay, you leaving everything behind. You're going to take 2 suitcases and your son with his stroller and your bag, and you going on the plane, book your ticket, one-way flight. So God will show you the how, okay? Trust that. Trust his plan for your life. Jeremiah 29:11, I held strong to that word. If you have not seen my past videos on how I knew it was time for me to move, please watch it, part 1 and 2. You will be so encouraged, okay? So let me just do a quick recap. I'm just going to go over the points. Number 1, you might outgrow your environment. Number 2, you feel stagnant. And number 3, you have a yearning for change. So if that's you, if any of these things that I stated lines up with how you're feeling right now, it might be time to move, okay? So if you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you for watching and lasting this long. You are a real one if you watch this whole video, okay? And I hope it encouraged you in some way. Leave a comment below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like this video if it encouraged you, and turn on the notifications. There's a little bell that you can click on so that you can get notified on when I put out new videos, all right? Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Latasha Alana. Check out my blog, faithfitmom.blog. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you. Have a blessed day wherever you are, wherever you're viewing from. I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye.